All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Another quick tech check. Can you guys see me and hear me all right? Just throw a quick thumbs up in the chat if you can. And perfect. Hey, Seb. Nice to see you there, mate. All right, cool. Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on where you're joining us from. Welcome to our first BRP session of 2024. Happy New Year. It still counts because I haven't seen you lot this year, so Happy New Year to everybody. This one's going to be all about how to conduct a thorough competitor analysis and reverse engineer successful marketing strategies and websites and social media profiles to benefit your business. This is what I would do personally if I was back in the real estate game over here in Malibu or Camarillo, where I'm living now. This is what I did when I was coming out here and doing my real estate thing. And this is what I would do today. But today I want to try something a little bit different. I'll be doing a live screen share to kind of walk you through the exact process. I had a presentation deck and everything kind of set up. It just didn't flow right. I thought, let me just jump in and show you guys exactly how I would do it. Um, I'm going to try and stick to just SEO, ads, and social media. I'm going to try and keep it as high level as possible because it can get a little bit overwhelming. We can go down a rabbit hole, and I don't really want to do that. I want to make sure that you guys follow me on this journey. We only have an hour, but I encourage you to participate actively. The chat will be open throughout this whole session. The Q&A box is open too, so feel free to ask any questions as you go along. I'm gonna send a presentation deck afterwards so we can like break down the steps that I took and you can follow along. You'll have the video too, but this presentation deck will give you the exact steps and the exact websites that I visited to try and get the information that I wanted. Um, but this way you can revisit it and you can replicate it and at the steps in your own time and you can sit with a drink and do it whenever you want. But grab a coffee, grab a drink, let's settle in and let's get cracking. I'm just going to share my screen. Um, let's get the right window. Google. Right, can you see my Google window? Yep, here we go. Perfect. All right. Well, this is where I want to start with us, right? Let's start with SEO. And for those of you who are new to the term, it's not everybody knows what SEO means. SEO stands for search engine optimization, and it's the art and science of making your website more visible and attractive to search engines like Google. So in real estate, SEO is your digital curb appeal. It's your foundation. It's how you get noticed and how your strategy should be. It should be rooted in good SEO practices. And it's crucial for real estate because I mean, it's pretty simple, really. Most home buyers and sellers start their journey online, right? And they're searching for properties, they're searching for prices, neighborhoods, and agents. And if your website and listings rank high in the search results, you're more likely to catch their attention. This means more clicks, more leads, and ultimately, more sales. But SEO isn't just about being found, right? It's also about establishing credibility and trust. A strong online presence through effective SEO means you position yourself as an authority figure in the market and the community. It helps you build a reputation as a knowledgeable and reliable source for home buyers and sellers. But remember, though, in real estate, we all know it's visibility is everything, right? We want to get ahead of our competition, and being easily discoverable online can make that difference between a prospective client, contacting you or contacting your competition. So the first thing I would do, pretend I'm back in the real estate game. I'm coming in for all you Malibu agents, right? I'm going to be typing in something like, I'll go to Google first and just type in some keywords. Um, Luxury homes in Malibu, right? It's going to give me a search. And the thing is, this is the first thing I'll do because you want to identify your keywords, right? Now, most people often ask if keywords are really still important in SEO. And yes, they are. I mean, we have other pieces of content talking about how to identify your target keywords, but I won't go into too much detail here. We have blogs, we have YouTube videos. I'll put all these resources in an email for you guys. But what's important to understand is that this process works as long as you have at least one target keyword. So you just need to put something into Google, and actually you'll find new keywords as you go through this process. We're going to use this example today, so I can show you how I would do it. But hopefully, if we have some time at the end, maybe we can throw in some of your own competitors. If anybody wants to jump in and say, can you do a little competitor research on this person or this website? It would be fun to kind of go through it live. Um, so this is what I'll do first, right? Put in some keywords into Google like this, and then I'm gonna just go down the list. So you can see at the top, you got some ads, right? Sponsored means ads that they're paying for. And usually at the top of any, page one, page two, page three, you're gonna have the big dogs, right? Zillow, Sotheby's, the big companies, the big websites. You have some videos, which is another pro tip for you guys. If it's another way to get on page one. If you're not on YouTube and you're not doing the YouTube thing already, this is a good way to get on page one. Um, and I'm gonna basically go down and see who I'm up against, right? You're gonna have two types of competition here. You're gonna have like business competitors, like your people that you're bumping into day to day, your agents at open houses, and then you're gonna have like search competitors, which are these, the big websites, other businesses that are just going after the same search term as you're going after. Um, you want to analyze both, right? So make a list of your top competitors and your top search competitors. But it doesn't need to be a massive list. Just, we're going to go high level here. And the ones that are showing up here right now, in general, you want to model your activity on the best in the market, right? So choose your strongest competitors to analyze. So I'm going to just go down here and I'm going to see if I can find an agent that pops up. Right, we're on page three now, and I'm going to see. All right, here we go. Mark and Graphic Group, right? Let's click on here. And I'm just gonna have a quick look at their website. You see the page that I didn't go to their homepage. I got to a 10 must-see luxury homes in Malibu page. It's a specific page that's ranking for the term that I put into Google. So it's a good thing to remember. It's not a website doesn't rank. Specific pages on your website rank for specific terms. So you can get a bit more granular with the strategy that way. But here's what I want to do. I found my competitor, right? I'm going to take their domain. Oh, and I'm going to chuck it into an SEO tool, right? And I'm going to use this one, SEMrush. Um, hopefully you can see that. Can you see that, by the way? I just changed tabs. Hopefully you can see my whole browser. Perfect. All right, cool. So I recommend SEMrush. There's other tools that are available, but SEMrush is a comprehensive all-in-one tool. It's not free, but it offers a valuable look at what your competitors are doing, right? And it gives you a lot of information. And the thing to remember about all of these kind of tools, these are predictions, right? It's just predicting uh, their traffic and their rankings and things like that. There's no way to really find out exactly what they're doing unless it's your website and you're using Google Analytics and you've got your own tracking set up. This is just a prediction, but it still gives you a good idea and a good overview of where you stand and where people stand in the general landscape. Um, it's not free though, but you can just run this process in a free trial period. Just sign up for a trial and then just cancel it before you're charged, right? It's yeah, I think you get 14 days with this one. Beautiful website. Um, try it out, give it a go. So I'm gonna take their website, I'm gonna put it in there, and I'm just gonna do a quick search. Yeah, just keep it worldwide. I'm just gonna search. Oh, did I sign in it? Let's try. Hold on a second. Oh, hang on. Oh, I was logged in. Give me a couple seconds. All right, sorry about this. Hang on a second. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. Technical difficulties there. Are we in? We're in. Perfect. It's freezing. Can you see the can you see this line graph? Can you see my mouse moving around, Rose? All right, good. Cool. All right, sorry about that. All right, let's carry on going. So here's what I'm gonna do. So I put the website into SEMrush, and now this is gonna give me a general overview of where this website stands, right? The first thing I want to assess is I'm probably gonna look at their keywords and see what they're ranking for. So I'm gonna come down here. I'm gonna see their top organic keywords. I'm just click view details, right? And it'll give me a good look at what their website is ranking for. What's bringing in the traffic organically to their website? Malibu shopping. Interesting, right? What does pending mean in real estate? Celebrities live in Malibu. Like these are terms that you might not think would rank, but people are searching for it, and it's taking people to their page. So, and you can the good thing about this tool, right? You can see exactly how much traffic that page is bringing in for that particular keyword, Malibu shopping. But it also gives you the exact page on their website that's ranking for that term. So if I just reverse engineer this, let me just click on this page, right? No, it'll go back here. Let's go and actually see it on their website. And here, it's called SEMrush, right? SEMRUSH .com. Like I said, it's not free. You'll probably get that sign up for a free trial thing that came up for me. Um, yeah, without the B, SEMRUSH. Yeah. Okay, cool. Let me just go to their website, right? So this is the actual page that's ranking for that term. Interesting, right? Harry and Meghan, when you move to Malibu, we have suggestions. This is a page on their blog, and I'm just gonna take a look at it and see what's happening here, right? So they've got pictures, they've got a lot of written content, and I'm just doing a general look and just seeing if there's anything on here that I could copy or make 10 times better, right? And already I'm looking at it, I'm thinking I could probably add more content. I could probably create a blog like this, and their written content isn't much. I've already hit the bottom of the screen straight away, right? It's not that long. I could double this. I could create content similar to this and double the word count, add more value, add more pictures, add more links, and try and go for that same keyword if I wanted to go for that keyword, right? But here's another trick. If I go back out, go back to domain overview, let me just take the actual domain. I'm going to take a look at all their top organic keywords again. And I'm going to look at this little column here, the intent column. This is handy, right? Because it gives you guidance on the type of content to create for your blogs and for your website. And Google, just a little thing to zoom out a little bit. Google's doing this thing now where it's trying to be more helpful to the people that are searching, and especially since AI and ChatGPT have come into the picture. Um, it's not good enough. You're actually gonna get your website's gonna get dinged if you just say, "Hey, write a blog about Harry and Meghan in California," or whatever you're gonna write a blog about. It's gonna spit out something. It's not good enough to just copy that and paste it and put it onto your website. You will get found out. Google will. They're smart. There's no point going up against Google. They're smarter than we are. Um, but make it your own. Like if you give it some guidance and you give it some guidance in the word count that you want, the keywords that you want to go after, the tone of voice, and then it's going to spit out something that's not generic, it's going to be more tailored to you, then you can jump in. It's going to get you 95% of the way. You can get in there and you can update things that don't sit right with you or aren't accurate and then post it up on the website. Perfect. Writing takes a lot of time. That's just saved you hours and hours, and you'll get a quality blog that'll go on your website, written content that can rank and can go up against any term that you want to get. Another thing that I'm going to look for on this website right here, I want to take a look at their general organic traffic, right? So this little line graph here is going back 2 years. I'm going to click on all time, and it's going to show me when their website started. So you can see around January 2017 is when they launched their website, and they've been steadily growing ever since. Right? It's good growth for them. They're right now they're at about December, look, just like 6,500 organic traffic, organic visits per month. That's great. That's fantastic, actually. And it just had steady growth all the way. You're not gonna, if you've got a brand new website, you're not gonna hit this number straight away. You can see this is taking time and consistency. But it's a good understanding. It's a good way to understand if you're going up against a website like this and you know that, okay, there's no way I can hit 6,500 visitors organically per month right now. You know they're doing it well. They must be doing something right if they're growing steadily like this. So just take what they're doing and put your own spin on it. They ran some ads here. This orange one means advertising, paid traffic. They ran some ads in the beginning, probably to get some initial traffic, to get some more eyes on the site. I'll touch upon ads in a minute, once we get away from this SEO stuff, because ads complements SEO very well. You can see also the organic keywords the line graph below. Look at the state of this. This is amazing. This is incredible. It's just been steadily growing over time. So this is the power of SEO. This is all free organic traffic. Do you know what I mean? They're not paying for it. This is just consistency and good habits and just good practices and consistency over time. And with advertising getting more and more expensive every year, right? It's more important to get the SEO foundations right and just keep building upon it. And if you get a page or a blog or something on your website that is bringing in a ton of traffic, that's a ton of traffic that's going to yield results for years to come, right? It's one of those that's what you want. You want a viral piece of content on your website to bring in that traffic for years and years and years. And it doesn't have to be anything to do with real estate. I'll bring this example up. I've used it in the past. I used to have a client in Hawaii who had a blog about fishing, and that was the most popular page on her site. It wasn't the homepage, it wasn't her listings page, it was a blog about fishing in Hawaii. And she was complaining about why she's ranking and why she's getting traffic for a blog about fishing. I was like, why do you care? Why do you get, you're getting traffic to your site and you're obviously getting business from it because people are going to start clicking around. They're going to understand that you're a real estate agent, you're one of the top real estate agents. And, if they're going to buy or sell a house, you're in the runnings there. It's a good look. So cool. This is giving me a good idea of their general traffic and the organic keywords. You've got your keywords here that you can dig in deeper and click, and like I showed you, you can click to the exact page that's ranking. But another thing that I want to look for is this number here, this authority score. Every website that has something like this, an authority score, um, they have their own version of it, right? PageRank is something that Google had back in the day that used to give a general kind of authority score. I think they took it away years and years ago, but authority score is a good understanding of how powerful your domain, your actual domain, www. joeblogs.com. That's how powerful it is, and it's usually a score out of zero to 100, right? The higher the authority score, the better. Why this is important is because if you've got a low authority, or if you come across a competitor that has a low authority score, you can go after them a little bit, or you could outrank them. The other the other thing to keep in mind with this is, like, if it's a higher authority score, that means they might have had a website for a lot longer than you. If you started a website in 2020 and your competitor started a website 10 years earlier, right? They've had all that time to sit on the internet, to start getting some of those SEO juices, and it all adds up. The longer the domain age plays a factor into this. But authority score generally is a whole bunch of ranking factors that allow tools like this and allow Google to kind of just tell everyone else searching, they're like, right, this is a good website, it's a good resource. I'm going to move it up in the rankings. I'm going to show you it because I believe that's a good resource for you and the content on it is worth checking out. So authority score is a good thing to keep an eye on, and it's a good thing to keep an eye on for your own website too, and you want to try and increase that. Heather, what's the mean range of authority scores? So the range, so 24, I would say is a good authority score. Like there's very few websites that are getting close to that 100 mark. There's not that many websites that I see get there. A lot of authority scores are below 10. Websites that don't provide much value or they don't have a lot of good quality links or good quality content. It might look nice. That's the thing about websites. You can get it looking nice, but if it doesn't provide any value, it's not going to have a good quality score, authority score. And so when you come across a competitor that has that sort of three, four, five, maybe, in that 10 sort of range, um, that's a good indicator of like, I'm coming after you. I'm gonna have a website that can build upon this and get you something good. 24, I'd say is a good one. It's a good authority score. And you can see like they're not faking it, right? They're getting good traffic and they're getting good keywords. This is a good indicator of if somebody at this level who's getting thousands of organic visitors a month and has thousands of organic keywords, they're sitting at 24. So 24, I'd say is solid, right? Another thing this website does, I'm gonna go down here. Like it gives you already a list of who that website that you've put in, who their main competitors are. So for you or for me, being in Malibu and trying to do my agent thing, these are also my competitors, and these are other agents. So if I click on view details, you can see generally where everybody sits. Right, Chris Cortazzo, his website, he's usually coming up on top for a lot of stuff. Irene Palmer, Shen Realty. Right, you don't need to put all of these. You don't need to track all of these. It's just something to kind of it's what I'm doing here is I'm just getting a general lay of the land, right? If you have a marketing team or an agency that you work with, they will go a lot deeper into this and they'll find little holes and strategies that you can really run with and make an impact on. This is just for you to gain an idea of where you sit and you could do this in your own time just to kind of just out of curiosity and if you know a bit about or if you enjoy doing stuff on your website, if you enjoy writing and you enjoy kind of the design aspect, this is a way to kind of just get a bit more strategic with it and understand, right, I don't want to write about something that's not going to get any traffic. I know that Malibu shopping is getting a bunch of traffic for these guys and maybe I want to do something similar. Miguel, so where would you speak about fishing in a website about real estate in the blog space? And if you do, would you respect the 80/20 rule where you post 80% personal stuff and 20% business related? Yeah, I mean that 20%, 80% personal, 20% business is I've heard that rule before, but it's not a hard set rule. It's more, I would say that's more for social media. If for blogs, you want to, there's two parts to it. There's an SEO element where you want to make sure that the content that you're writing is actually is good for the SEO in the sense that there's enough good quality keywords and it's structured right that it's actually going to get seen and Google are going to pick up on it and they're going to rank it, right? But it's also a way for you to just add more authority and your own kind of knowledgeable experience into it. I would put it in a blog, unless you have a specific dedicated page for it. I would put it in a blog. The good thing about blogging on websites is you can cluster things into groups, right? Let's use the example of area pages like neighborhood guides on your website. The reason why neighborhood guides are such a secret weapon, it's not even a secret weapon, is everyone's doing it. But if you're doing it well, it could really take your website to another level because a neighborhood guide is what you'd consider a cluster, right? It's a pillar page. That neighborhood guide page, call it I don't know, let's Thousand Oaks over here in California, right? It's the town over here. If I had a page on my website all about Thousand Oaks, that page over time could grow to 10,000, 20,000 words. It could have listings on there. It could have links to other blogs and other resources on my site. It's a monster page. There's no way you're going to create something like that in one day, right? But if a blog, for example, on best pizza places in Thousand Oaks takes off and it's linked back to this pillar page, now everything else linked to this pillar page is going to share some of that SEO. The rest of that bundle gets boosted. Um, so to go back to your question, I'll put it in the blog, but I'll tie it back to something. Find a way to tie it back to something on your website or a larger theme on your website. If it ties back to an area or a topic on your website, tie it back to that, link it, and see if you can pick up on some of that traffic that way. Okay, I want to try something else here. Let's talk about ads, right? You could do the same thing here. Actually, let me show you one more. I'm going to show you this keyword magic tool. This is another good one here on the left-hand side, right? If you click on keyword magic tool and you type in some keywords here. And so what did we type in earlier? Luxury homes in Malibu, right? Luxury homes in Malibu. This is giving me this is giving me some keywords that I can use to create content around. You keep going down and you can see, I mean, it's not giving me a bunch of stuff here, but usually it'll give you let's try all keywords. What's that? Here you go. This one's a little bit better. And you can see generally the kind of traffic some of these keywords are coming in, and if it's worth your time, and if it's worth like here's a keyword difficulty, orange, think of traffic light system, green, any greens, any yellows, it's worth writing. Right? Hilton Malibu. I mean, it's bringing 720 traffic, pretty good. A lot of these yellows are worth going after. Orange, go for it. Like this, it gives you an idea to figure out what kind of content to write on this same topic though. Let me go back to Google and I'll show you something. So if I type in those same keywords, luxury homes in Malibu, scroll down, and you're going to get this section here too. People also ask. This is a gold mine. If you don't know what to create content around videos or blogs, just create it around this, and you can keep clicking. Where do celebrities live in Malibu? Write or create some content around that. Click it, and you can keep going. Do any Kardashians live in Malibu? It keeps spitting things out. There's little boxes. Great. If you just need if you've got writer's block or something and you need some inspiration. But I'm going to show you how advertising comes into this and where I would do some advertising compared to research too, right? This part's especially cool if your website's still new, or if you're waiting for your SEO efforts to kick in. Like I know people are SEO takes time. It takes time, especially if you've got a new website. And so think of advertising as your fast pass, right, to getting seen. But the good thing is, while you're pulling in that traffic through ads, you're also giving your SEO a bit of a boost. More visitors and engagement from ads will help boost your site's reputation. It's going to have a knock-on effect with search engines. Like imagine it like this: you're getting, let's say, 10 organic visitors per month. You decide to run a traffic ad to your website. And it doesn't need to be anything. It could just go straight to your homepage if you want. And now, because of your ad, you're getting 100 visitors per month, right? As soon as you stop that ad, yeah, you will see a dip in traffic naturally. But the hope is if your website and everything else around it is laid in good foundations, good SEO practices, good website, valuable website, you will have picked up some of that organic traffic. Now that 10 organic traffic number baseline has probably been risen to let's say 25. And you keep doing that over time. Naturally, if you stop ads, it will go down, but it's a good way to kind of get some eyes on your site in the beginning, at least, just to kind of get some juices and some traffic. But ads and SEO, they complement each other. It's if I could do both forever, I would, and I would make sure I have enough budget in my marketing budget to make sure that I can keep running ads, a buyer campaign, a seller campaign, a branded traffic campaign. That's it. Those three. Just keep it basic like that, and just scale once things start getting better. So here's what I'm looking at right now. I typed in those keywords. I'm going to see what sponsored ads are at the top. So here's somebody running an ad for those keywords. Sponsored means they're running a search ad on Google. I'm just going to click on this. This is their website, MalibuLuxuryRealty.com. Oh, there you go. It's the same website, Mark and Graphic Group. And if I go back to SEMrush, they have an advertising section here on the left. It doesn't always pick up on Google Ads, but let's see if it does here. Advertising dashboard, domain overview. Let's put their website in. The reason why it doesn't always pick up is because sometimes ads are being run to like custom domains, or they just found a sneaky way of not getting tracked by these things. Um, okay. They're not coming up on here, but I know a website that will come up, Zillow. So this is where you can kind of try and reverse engineer some businesses or websites that are doing this at a very, very high level. So this is Zillow, obviously Zillow are gonna have some ads. If I scroll down, here we go. The good thing about this tool, it gives you the exact copy, view details. Here are the exact ads that they're running on Google. And you can see the copy and you can see what pages they're going to. So let's see if we can find something that might be worth copying. Maybe a location, real estate and homes for sale. Let's see what this is. Let's see how much you can afford. There you go. So this is going to like a mortgage, like a pre-qualified landing page. So you can see here, right? This is Zillow. This is the company that's top of the game. And you can see what their landing page looks like to an ad that they're running. They've got I mean, I can send you best practices and things on how to create landing pages. Landing pages are a whole different rabbit hole, but you can get an idea of how they've laid out their landing page, where they've got text, where they've got call to actions and forms, how they've laid out the page. So you don't need to start from scratch when you're thinking about, what kind of landing page should I create? You've got an idea here. You can see how they've laid it out. You can see the icons and the visuals that they're using. They've got this is great. This accordion frequently asked questions. So that's great. Great for a landing page. Another call to action at the bottom. Lots of white space, very clean, very minimal. And then you can see the exact ad that they're running for it. You can see the copy that they're using, the headline that they're using. Fantastic. I'm going to type in something else into Google that I would want to do next, just to kind of get an idea of who my competitors are. So let's do Malibu real estate agents. There we go. All right, so I'm gonna scroll down here. I'm gonna come back up to this sponsored section in a minute because this is important. Google screened is important. But you can see if you got everything set up correctly, how you can show up with your competitors on Google. You can show up, if make sure your directory and all your information is right. You can show up on Google Maps, even on Google Maps on the app. When people are, searching via the app, it will still show up that way too. And this thing here, Google Screen, didn't used to be a thing back in the day, but now it is. It's if your competitors have it, you'll need to have it too. If they don't have it, this is it's an excellent opportunity for you to get Google Screen and to get on there. The benefits are like increased visibility in search engine. It helps build trust in potential customers, and it helps differentiate you from your customers. Tools like this, and also tools like Google Business Profiles, which I'll show you in a minute. These are tools provided by Google, and they, like any other social media, like Facebook or Instagram, if you use their tools, for example, if you upload a video directly to Facebook versus just copy and pasting a YouTube link onto Facebook as a post, you'll get more. Facebook will push your content up higher naturally. They won't cap it. They're known to cap. Like a lot of these systems are pay to play. Like if you're running ads, you'll get some traffic. But if you want to do things organically, you want to use their tools. Google has this Google Screens option here, and I'll send you resources on how to get on there. But if you're short of the answer, if your competitors on it, and even if they're not on it, get on there and start using it. But I'm gonna use. Let's try. I'm gonna type in the Mark and whoop, Mark and Graphic Group and see if they have a Google business profile. Right, they do. This thing here on the right hand side. This is your Google business profile, and the things I'm looking for here um, is general robustness of this group. So what I'm looking for, first of all, I'm going to go down. I'm going to go look at their reviews. Right, how many reviews have they got? View all Google reviews. They've got 26 reviews, which is great. Are they responding to people? They are. They're talking. They're having conversations. Great. 26 is not that much, to be honest. Um, if I was going after it, I would I would focus. I would make sure I have an email template, and I would ask my clients or potential clients or past clients, not potential clients. I'll get those reviews. I'll try and maximize this number. I'll try and get as many reviews as I can on Google business profiles. And it's a secret weapon. If you can do some of this stuff, especially with Google business profiles, your website will get ranked higher. We're seeing it with our clients internally. We've got a whole strategy on how to push that. Um, Worth doing. So reviews is a good one. Here's another thing. Look, you can see when we've gone back and we saw how well they're doing in SEO with their traffic and their organic keywords, and they've only got 26 reviews. For them personally, like this is somewhere they could improve. They could go in there and they could put a team on it or put one of their marketing people on it and try and get more reviews. Good understanding there. I would also look at their photos, make sure they have more than just a map and more than just a Google photo. They've got a picture of their team here, great. You know, they've got listings, which is understandable, but like if they have more pictures of them, yep, this is what we want. This is their brand. Your brand, if you want to stand out, your brand is your face. Your brand is your voice. You know, that's your reputation. No one can replicate that. People can replicate these sort of pictures, listings, videos, websites, even, you know, they could that could all be copied and it could all be even word for word. Like people have done it. What they can't replicate is your brand, how you carry yourself, how you talk, your opinions. The more of that you get up on these platforms and these channels, the better. Um, so good photos here. Like this is I'm not going after when I'm looking at competition, I'm not just looking for holes and like, oh, that website's a bad website. I have an opportunity to go after it. I'm also looking for inspiration like this. Great agents and websites and teams that are doing things that I'm like, oh, they're doing this really well. I want to try and replicate that success. I want to try and copy what they're doing. I want to put my own spin on it. I want to put my voice and my face on it and try and put my own spin on it. Photos are good. They've got their team name on there. Great. This stuff here, the directory information, phone number, address. I want to make sure this is accurate and I want to make sure this is consistent across all directories and everywhere where I have an address or a business name, phone number. I want to make sure they're all accurate and they're all consistent because Google picks up on that too. So just make sure that if you have stuff like this in different places, Zillow, for example, and other websites and other places that you'll have this kind of information, keep it accurate, keep it consistent. Um, and on the advertising side of things, I would also do this. First of all, go back to their website. I'm going to take a look at where their Instagram is, right? Okay. Instagram profile, found it. I'm going to go to Facebook ads library. Just going to type into Google, find the link. Facebook ads library shows all the ads that are running for any Facebook group. So let's let's just type in let's just type in the Mark and Graphic group and see if it comes up. Ad category, all ads, the Mark and Greta group. There you go. And let's see if they're running any ads. There we go. They've got a couple ads running, a few ads. So you you can see exactly what they're running. You can see exactly the content that they're using, the words that they're using. You can even see if they've got a form attached. See details. So this will take them. You can show you exactly the page. I think it's taking them to a listing. Okay, cool. Other ads have forms and things. If you click on see ad details, they might have, if they have a form attached to it, it will show up and it will show you the exact structure of that form. But this is it's a good idea to kind of see what other people are doing, and especially good ads like this. Like I love this one. This is great. Carousel ads, visually appealing, and you can type in any name in here, and anyone that comes up that like Ryan Serhan inspires me a lot. So let's see what he's running. He's probably running a lot. Look at that, all of these ads. Just take what he's doing well. Anything that sticks well to like that stands out to you and your personality and your brand, take it, run with it, and put your own spin on it. And you can see his face is in everything. It's a good tool, this Facebook ads library. Just Google it. And Angela, how did I do that? Are you talking about Facebook ads library? Yeah, I just Googled Facebook ads library and I started typing in so we go to Google, just type in Facebook ads library and just click on that first link. What you want to make sure though, this ad category box here, just click on all ads so that this box um, opens up to you. And you can just start typing in your competitor or any other brand or website and just seeing what they're doing. So we've got an idea of the kind of ads that they're running on Google. You can see what they're running on Facebook, and you get a good idea of their social media too. Now, social media is the third part that I wanna talk about. So here's the thing. Social media isn't just about posting and scrolling, right? It's about creating a space where people can truly connect with you, right? Get personal with them. It's the digital meet and greet. And we want to let your personality shine and we want to build your tribe. Now, the tribe part is important, right? It's all about quality over quantity. Imagine having like 500 diehard fans who actively engage with your content and advocate for your brand, right? Versus 100,000, followers who barely interact, right? They could be bots, they could be random kids. Like it's just they're not going to do anything. It's just a vanity metric. In real estate and in most businesses, actually, success is often rooted in referrals. A tight-knit, engaged community can do wonders for your business. It's far beyond what a high follower count alone can achieve. Um, Honestly, gone are the days when just boasting about 100K followers on Instagram would impress anyone, right? My brother has 100,000 followers on TikTok. Like, it's just a number these days, right? People are in this day and age, they're a bit more discerning. They notice when engagement doesn't match up with the follower numbers, right? So if you have 100,000 followers or a million followers and you're only getting 8 likes on your Instagram post, something's off there. You have a bought followers or it's just not sitting right. And there's no shame in buying followers. Everybody does that. And I know for real estate, sometimes it's one of those things that you can say in a listing presentation or something like, look, I have hundreds of thousands of followers on Instagram. Your listing is gonna get shown to a lot of people. But in all honesty, you're gonna get found out more often than not that like these are just fake numbers. Especially if you start getting into that market where, you've got a celebrity or you've got a high profile client, and it's not just about them, it's about the people that surround them, their business manager, their kids even, like their inner circle. They're gonna know these things, they're gonna spot these things. Um, and in reality, you just want people that you can build referrals off of. You know that if you have that one client that you do a good job for and they're a developer or something, you're going to get business out of them for years to come. And that's how these businesses are really built. So here's what I'm doing here. I'm going to go to their Instagram page and just take a look at what they're doing. What I'm looking for is um, general aesthetics on the page. How does it look? What's my first impression? First impression is great. Looks great, looks clean. I'm also going to look at what they've got in their description and see if I can copy it. This is this is a perfect example of what I would do on my Instagram page. They've got all the pertinent information there that's needed. You can't get away from your license number. You're going to need to have that in there. This is a good one. Linktree. Click on that and it opens up just like a mini website and you can have all your links that you want here. They've got a lot, right? You could just keep it simple and have a few links just to kind of give people the opportunity to actually click something. It's that decision fatigue. If you have too much stuff, too many options, you might not pick any option, right? So I would try and keep this list as small as possible, but Linktree is another great tool to have other links and get around this whole one link option on your Instagram page. They've got sales, leases, their story highlights are organized in a great way. They've got 5,000 followers, right? Which is, let's just take a look and see. Okay, so look, one like on a picture there. Uh, I can't see because I'm not logged in. I'm just gonna log into my, no, let's try this one. Just gonna take a look at their likes and just see generally what their engagement looks like. They're getting a few comments on their posts and their videos. I'm gonna put in let's put in someone like who else is in Malibu? Let's try Joyce Ray. She's great. Okay, so a good example here, like 100,000 followers. Oh yeah, you're right. It does allow for more links in your bio now. That's good. Kelsey, that's good. That's good info. But here's a good example. 100,000 followers here, just using that number, right? And I want to take a look at her page and see if the engagement kind of matches up. 100, couple hundred likes there, 74 likes, 83 likes. It's a bit all over the place, but you can see that it's probably a mix of bought followers and organic followers. But she's getting good engagement. Now, if a post is getting almost 500 likes, right, you know that these are the kind of numbers that you can show your clients and your potential listing presentations that like you're getting great engagement on these on your social media. And it's not just about the numbers, it's about who's engaging with the post, the kind of people that are engaging with the posts. She's got a general great aesthetic and great feed too. Um, let's take a look at her website. Where does she go? JoyceRay.com. And another thing to check on for clients' websites and or other competition is what their homepage looks like, right? Your homepage is going to be generally uh, the highest traffic page on your site. It's going to be the one that pulls in the most traffic. So most homepages are set up in a way where they're very SEO friendly. They've got a lot of keywords in there, and I'll be able to get an idea from looking at her page, um, what keywords she's generally trying to target, like her main keywords that she's trying to target. Global luxury real estate. If you scroll down a little bit more, let's see if she's got location stuff here. She's got international realty, Beverly Hills, Bel Air, Los Angeles. These are good keywords to get in. She's got listings, which is another way to easily get some keywords into your main page. The motion's a bit much, but it's a clean website, very clean, very minimal. And a good way, if you want to start ranking your website high for big keywords like, Malibu luxury real estate or something, and you don't want your website to look just old and dated with a bunch of like a big wall of text, just put it further down the page because people aren't going to always scroll down to the bottom, right? If you want a big description on your area, just put it further down the page, have a big block of text there, and keep the top impactful and a great first impression. Something that you can. She's got one call to action, one button. That's great. Um, this is a good. It's a good model here. You know what? Let me just open up. I'm gonna open up. I want to open up the chat a little bit more and talk to you guys and see if there's anything, if I can help answer anyone's questions. We've only got a few minutes left, so I hope this was insightful. But let's answer some stuff here. Or does anybody want to throw a potential competitor out? Maybe you could give me their name or their market. I could just Google it and just see. If anybody wants to jump on, raise their hand too, and I can bring you up here. Let me know. Hey, okay, Christian, let's try this one then. Hayden Outdoors, yeah. Okay. Right. My first impression, it's a clean website. It's nice. It looks a little bit dated, but let's give it a good look. So I'm gonna scroll down. I'm gonna see. Okay, their opening hero image and banner is nice. They've got this is providing value straight away. Just give me some options that I can start clicking around and start exploring your website. Things like this will allow me to go further and deeper into your website and um, keep me on your site. Basically, just signaling back to Google that this site's a resource. People are sticking around and clicking around. Whatever land is, whatever land is to you, find it here. It's great. I love this. Um, let's see if you've got some good keywords in here. Okay, keywords, interactive map. This is fantastic. Great website. Stuff like this, interactive things like this are great because it encourages me to click. I want to click on stuff. And there's options here. So you got like linked text as well as this image. A map like this is fantastic. Still clean though, it's not overwhelming. You've got featured listings here, which is great. This is another way for getting people to click and getting people to engage. Newsletter sign up, great. Videos. So this is a good example. It's a good example to model. Um, let's take their website and put them into Google and just see what comes up. Okay, so they're running some sponsored ads, some search ads. It doesn't look like they have a Google business profile. Let me try just typing in Hayden Outdoors. No, they don't have a Google business profile. So that's an opportunity if that's your competitor to get a Google business profile set up and just do better than them on it. It doesn't look like they have one. Let's take their website and throw it into the SEO tool. Where are we? Let's go domain overview and just chuck their website in there. Great authority score. 10,000 organic traffic. You can see they started in around 2013, 2015, slowly started raising up. They've had a bit of dip, but it's cool. And you can see they're running ads alongside their organic. 10,000 visitors per month right now. Great. They were getting about 30,000. That's fantastic. Look at this, the keywords slowly over time just increasing. 21,000 organic keywords. Let's see what they're ranking for. View details. So these are their top organic keywords. And you can see, right, their homepage is bringing in the most traffic. And that's the way they've laid it out is a good model. Like this is fantastic. I'm gonna go a little bit further and just see if there's anything home shooting range. They're ranking for that. Their homepage again is ranking for quite a lot of stuff. But let's try New Mexico ranches for sale, and you can see that's bringing in about 105 organic visitors. I'm gonna just click on that page and just see what they've got on it. View properties, call to action at the top, a bit about the land for sale, some more properties. And so what I would do here I mean, you know that it's ranking. You got your newsletter sign up, but there's opportunity here. So I mean, like, what I'll be thinking about is how can I make this page 10 times better? I would get way more text onto this page. I'll find a way to get more text onto this page and rank it even higher. Maybe link to other blogs or other related pieces of content on the site. If I wanted to go after those keywords, what were they? New Mexico ranches for sale. This is what I'll be looking at. Okay, he's ranking for this. I'm gonna get more text on this page. Where did it go? That wasn't the right one. This is good though. You know, he's got his listings on here. And a newsletter sign up is just another way to get call to action. But there you go. You got some good info there on how to go after those keywords there. Let's see what else we can get. One other Barry Estates, Rancho Santa Fe. Let's take a look. Put them into Google. Oops. What's going on? Hold on. All right. So they're running Google ads too. Search ads. I'm gonna just type in. I'm just gonna type in Barry Estates and see if they've got a Google business profile. Is that the right one? Barry Estates. Let's go back. Rancho Santa Fe. Okay, it's a different website. Or is it? Luxurycoastgroup.com. Another great website. Is this one of ours? I think it is. Let's check them into SEMrush and see what's going on. Yeah. Okay. So they've got a fairly low authority score, but you can see that their website only just launched, right? It's just June 2022. So they've got a lot of ground to make up for someone that started in, let's say, their website back in 2015, 2017. They've had all this time to build up domain authority. They've just started. So can't knock them for that. And the numbers are they're doing well so far. I mean, they're starting to rank. They're getting lots of juicy keywords. Here's their top organic keywords right now. And for the most part, your branded terms like this, Barry Estates, these are the ones that will immediately start ranking. But when you start getting lifestyle terms, things like this, homes for sale in Rancho Santa Fe, if keywords like this start ranking, that means you know you're doing a good job. You know that it's working, that Google's picking up on the content, and these are the harder terms to come by. And you can see exactly the page that's ranking. So it's one of their property page, their area pages, Rancho Santa Fe. I'm gonna click on that, and I can see what they've done well, what they've got ranking, and listings, great, and a map, and a little bit about you got some stats, a little bit about the area. This is good. This is good, and this is just the beginning. This is a great. It's a great page. I'll just keep thinking again, how would I make this 10 times better? And there's ways I would improve this. I would find ways to get more text in and build this page into that 10,000, 20,000 word monster page. Does he have blogs linked here? Yep, you got blogs here. That's good. It's a great foundation. Now just build upon it and link to different things on my site and just keep building upon this page, Rancho Santa Fe, and use that as my main page and anything that I can tie back to this. If my mum was moving to Rancho Santa Fe and wanted to give her all of the information, what would I put on it? Restaurants, maybe. I'll put a list of like, the best restaurants to visit and find a way to display it on this page or display it in a minimal way and link to a blog post that's got more detail about restaurants in Santa Fe. There's different ways to keep people on your site. I think we're at time, guys. 2 minutes over. Um, Let me see if there's any pertinent information in the chat. and questions. Any questions that I didn't get to, by the way, I'm gonna make sure that I email all of you and get you the responses. I've got the chat here and I've got the questions. Yeah, okay. I'll get you all the answers to your questions. I won't have time to answer them right now, but you will get the recording. I'll send you an email probably tomorrow or the end of the week. It will have the recording. It will have a slide deck with a bit more of a. I know I rambled here and kind of went down different rabbit holes, but the deck will kind of give you a bit more of a structured way of like, right, go to this website, type in these keywords. Um, but I hope you got an understanding of what I would do and what a general digital marketer would do to kind of do some competitive research. And you can see how you can go down rabbit holes and go very, very deep, but you'll get a lay of the land. You get an understanding of what you could do better for your website and how you can stand out and take inspiration from not even just your local competitors. Like I typed in Ryan Serhant. He's all the way in New York. He's inspiring to me. I will take what he's doing and I'll put my own spin on it and just reverse engineer. Don't start from scratch. You don't need to these days. Everyone's doing it. You can get information. You can use tools like SEMrush where you can get information that of what other people are doing. It's all online. Nothing's a secret. Reverse engineer and just help your business grow, help your website grow. Um, I hope that was helpful. Hope it was insightful for you guys. I'll see you in the next one, probably in 2 or 3 weeks' time. Thanks, guys. Have a great rest of your day.
The sun, the sun is coming slowly. I hold these moments closely, closely now. These waves hit a little harder. I know they're gonna carry me somewhere. Step into the open wide. Watch the future come alive. This is our time.